we are seeing technology emerging as an element of globalization. Right now, it's a growing trend. We can't avoid it, but just we have to learn how to stay with it. How can we socialize with technology? So we are seeing things like AI, social media, internet, and so on. And people are using them for various activities. How can youth integrate them in the modus operandi of their political activities?
Okay, thank you so much, moderator. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is SIIBA HUDHAIFAH, a student at MBARARA University of Science and Technology, pursuing a bachelor's degree in agriculture and livelihoods in my 4th year, and serving as the MBARARA University Muslim Students Association President, and also the former chairman, Muslim Students Association of Uganda, Western Region, Executive Council, and also the former iSoft President, which is an innovation hub, binding innovators at MBARARA University of Science and Technology. Thank you so much, moderator, for such a wonderful question. Maybe before I dive into the question, allow me first to pose these two beliefs that I believe that will guide my discussion today. There are two beliefs that leaders are either born or leaders are made. And of course, everyone has a side they fall onto. But allow me take more of the side that leaders are made. And I'll build on that for my points I'm going to share afterwards. Leaders are made in a way that we know we are all born with different capabilities, and we are born in different societies, and you are either a leader or you have to be led. It's either of the two. You are either going to lead or you are going to be led. And if at all, it also stems from our Islamic background, in a way that Allah already chose different people and privileged them more than others. If you look at the prophets, Allah sent very many prophets, which are countless, and He only mentioned only 25. And out of the 25, He chose the 5 noble ones. And out of the 5, He chose Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as the most prominent prophet, and also the best of Allah's creation. And also, He has very many angels, and He had to choose Angel Jibril to be the leader of all angels. So it shows the impact of leadership. And of course, everyone can have a question that, what's the purpose of leadership? Why are we supposed to have leaders among ourselves? And of course, Engineer talked about it a little bit, that leaders is not a privilege. And also I heard brother talking about it. Even though most of us, we just take it as a privilege, that wherever I attain a given leadership position, I'm just going to be privileged and attain or enjoy different privileges which comes along with a given position in leadership. But it's beyond that. If you look at the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he told us that a leader is a servant of people he lead. So you are the servant of people. You are the position you are holding. You are just their servant, but don't their leader. So it shows us that being a leader, it's a responsibility, not a privilege. And also, if you look at another hadith, it told us that we are all shepherds, and you're going to be asked about what we reared during that time. So it shows that it's a responsibility for us to take care of those who are under us, and we have to be questioned about whoever was under our guidance. Today, we are having a very evolving environment, of course, spearheaded by different innovations in terms of technology, where AI also comes in. That's artificial intelligence. And many people have either walked the talk and have picked up the AI tools and have tried to learn them and work with them. And others have said, we are going to remain organic, and we do things the way we are meant to do them, naturally. If I can pick an example, in USA, many years back, the economy of USA was more than 90% agriculture. And then as time evolved, they had to mechanize agriculture. And currently, we have less than 10% of the economy being based on agriculture. And prior, before it was being mechanized, people had the fear that if at all we mechanize agriculture, we're going to lose our jobs. Because machines are going to replace us, and then at a later time, you're going to be kicked out, and then you lose jobs. But then time went on, economy changed from, of course, the other agriculture-based to, of course, another kind of economy. But then people, of course, are still being employed and they're working along. What am I trying to drive? It's the same thing with AI. AI has come, of course, few years back, and many people have the question whether are we going to maintain our jobs or we're going to lose our jobs after the coming of AI. Because we know it's a very evolving thing. And of course, we know its influence. And those who project in the future, everything is going to be incorporated within AI. And if at all you look at what our brother was sharing here about the technology they were trying to bring about, that they can detect just sensing, just normal sensing, and detect maybe the attendances, they do what, everything. But as a leader, we know one of the attributes of a leader is being at the top of knowledge. Because every time, those who are under you, they are students upon you, they are students on you. They always learn new things, what you bring on the table. If at all you feel like you're going to remain organic and not walk the talk and go along with the AI, you're going to be left behind. We know we are leaders, and maybe sometimes we lead different faculties. Suppose you're a guilty president. You're coming from a given course, maybe engineering. But then you're leading people from the medical field. And of course, GRCs are going to bring their issues about maybe medical students. And of course, they think, as the president, you know much more about everything. And they're going to table it down. But suppose you don't know anything about the medical field. You don't know anything how to manage the basics about medical-related things. You're going to lose it out because they're going to overperform more than you. In a way that, as a leader, you have to empower people around you. You have to be empowering people around you in a way that they always learn something new from you. But suppose you stop your level of learning and you don't walk the talk of engaging with the AI. And these days, we have a privilege that AI has come. That you can sit down and you learn very many skills as a leader. I'm trying to bring it back to my first point, that leaders are made in a way that we have now access to very many platforms where you can learn very many skills, leadership skills, and you have very many people who are teaching the same. But if at all you come and learn all these different skills in a very simple way, you're going to become someone very prominent and someone very respected after some good years, because you have a vision in front and you are chasing up to that vision. And of course, people as your subordinates come to challenge you, to bring new issues to you, to bring new ideas so that you can solve them, you're always a step ahead of them. Because you are always learning, you're always a student of knowledge. Right now, we can see that just me sitting here, if I'm just being sent, because I've been handling 3 presidencies at the same time, and of course, those are very many tasks are coming along. If maybe I receive an inquiry that they need a letter to be written to the Vice Chancellor, what I can do here, I can just sit with my phone and I maybe bring my AI. I try to prompt it to what I want, and then maybe I can get a very good letter, because these are things that are going to happen. I get a very good letter, I edit it wherever I want, and then I send it to the responsible people in just only 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Suppose I was going to only use my head, what kind of